Grazie, Margarita. Okay, so good morning. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm sorry I cannot talk in Italian for you, okay? I hope it is not a problem to do it in English. So basically, I'm the Vice President Sales of the world company. I'm responsible to coordinate the whole sales operations in the group for the whole world, okay? And in particularly, let's say that I'm managing the whole operations in Italy since we started 1 year ago, okay? Well, as Margarita said at the beginning, the reason of this quick presentation is to let you know that we have raised money for the company, to invest in the company through a fundraising. So that's the goal of this slide, saying it's time to grow. Does it mean that we were not growing before? No, for sure not. It's not true. In fact, the average of the growth in the company was roughly 20% during the last years. So now it's time, I will say it's time to grow more, okay? So as we said at the beginning, we have raised through our fundraising process 15 million euros. It's important, or I would say that we are proud and we are happy for this operation, because in fact it represents the third biggest fundraising in France related to the software sector. So, and you perfectly know the times we are living in Europe related to the whole crisis we are living, so I would say that it's a good moment to do it, and very good news for the company, because it was a long way to be here and finally we got it, so very good news. Now for sure, what I want to do is to explain you what we want to do or where we want to invest these 50 million euros we have raised, okay? So basically, in terms of players for this fundraising, what we got through this fundraising process is that the 4 main investors we had at the beginning, they will stay with us. They are going to put more money for sure. They are putting more money, and we got 2 new players during this fundraising. The 2 you can see at the bottom, Seventure and BPF France. Okay. So this is the scheme of the different players. So now, where are we going to invest the money we raised? So basically, in 3 different main pillars. The first one is to grow organically, to hire people, okay, to increase the number of employees of the company. For your information, today, current number of employees of the Upwork Group is roughly 100 employees, and the goal is to increase it until 200 employees by the end of 2018. So we want to double the number of employees in 4 years, okay? In 2015, more precisely, the goal is to hire roughly 20 people, and just for your information related to the Italian market, 1/3 of these 20 people will be focused into the Italian market, okay? In fact, we already started since January in this recruitment process, and in fact, today we have already recruited some people working for us for the Italian market, okay? Additionally to the previous one we had last year. So, so good news in terms of the organic growth. Then, second pillar, we want to invest the money is, as Margarita said before, is the research. Research, because we understand that in the sector we are playing, in the sector we are selling, it's quite important to invest on research, to be able to give to all the communication and marketing professionals the best information and the best practices to really achieve their goals, okay? So basically, we did something last year ago in our group, because previously research and development were together in the company, but we decided to split it, okay? Because basically the experience in the past is that based on the business and the urgency of the business, always the development part were consuming, let's say, the biggest part of the budget, and finally we didn't invest everything we want in the research part, okay? So we decided to separate it, and today research has their own budget in order to really invest and ensure that we are going to invest on those research practices we want to get, okay? For your information, in the research part, we are working since time ago with a very famous French laboratory which is in React, that is helping us to really work on this influencer search engine, in the algorithm we use to identify influencers, and also to really squeeze a little bit the opportunities that the big data is giving us in order to get all this information and try to convert it into intelligence for the communication and marketing professionals to use this data properly and put it in place for the different communication practices. Okay. So, third main pillar. For sure, we are going to grow organically. We are going to invest in research, but at the same time, we decided that we want to launch the US adventure. Okay. Some of the things is one of the things we were thinking since a lot of years ago. We didn't have the opportunity to do it for sure because we didn't have the proper money to invest on that. And this summer we will open our new office, new US office in New York. Okay, so it's a very interesting adventure, a very interesting challenge because well, we perfectly know that the US market is completely different from the European one. Okay, so well, we have been in New York, getting a lot of information about the way we should proceed to really start the business there, the kind of players we are going to face, the kind of competition, and right now we are working on the recruitment process and for sure finding a proper way to open offices there. Okay.